So a couple weeks ago, I found a desk on the side of the road. Somebody was throwing it out. I threw it in the back of my van. I've since taken it apart, left with a lot of pieces of it, and I decided to make something out of one of the drawers. Here I am running it through the table saw to get the bottom part of the drawer flat and flush, because if I make this into a shelf, I want it to be able to sit flat against the wall. Doing the same thing on the front, really more just for decorative reasons than anything else. When I got done running it through the table saw, I was left with this little cutoff, and I'm already kind of bouncing around in my head wondering what I'm going to do with it. This is another piece of the desk, just a wood plank. It's probably about 5 inches wide. I decided to clean up one side of it because it had split when I took the desk apart. Now comes the work of fitting that piece of wood into the shelf. Cut it down to the right size, and then I've got to measure the depth of the drawer so that I can cut this to width. Now there's a little bit of a groove in there, and it just happened that it lined up perfectly with where I needed the cut to be. Time to get out the air gun and tack the shelf in place. First, I'm going to put a cleat though in the what will be the back of the shelf, because there's no way that the thin plywood in the bottom of that shelf would hold this up against the wall. So this is my solution. And it's another piece of the desk that I tore apart that I'm using. Time to put the shelf in it. First I made a spacer so that I could get it evenly spaced on both sides and level. There's a little spacer block in there. And go at it with the brad nailer again. Not always easy to get the spacer out. Now there's that decorative piece that I cut off the front of the drawer, and I think I got it figured out where I want it to go. Make a little like crown molding on the top of the drawer that's now a shelf. Tack it in place while the glue dries. And then sand it down. I wanted to take all the finish off of the top part of this drawer. That would be the what was the drawer face. I really think you could probably do this with just about any drawer, as long as it's got pretty well constructed. The big part is you've got to put that cleat in there so that you have something to drill a couple holes through and then mount the shelf to the wall with that. Alright, so after giving it that light sanding, I hit it with a little bit of paste wax, and here it is. It's not the greatest looking thing in the world, but it's pretty cool considering I turned an old desk that I found on the side of the road into a shelf that I'm going to put up to display some of the things around my house.